Loren Gray was one of the first social media stars to prove that internet fame could translate into a real, lasting career. But her journey from a small-town teenager to a global sensation is filled with moments most people have never seen and stories that have never been told. Today, we're sharing rare photos of Loren that reveal sides of her you've probably never known existed. Make sure you stay until the very end because the final photo tells a story that will change everything you thought you knew about her. Before Loren became one of the most followed people on the internet, she was just a regular girl growing up in a small town in Pennsylvania. She loved performing, creating content, and expressing herself creatively. But her town was small, and opportunities felt limited. Rare photos from her childhood show a young girl who was already drawn to the camera, already experimenting with makeup and fashion, and already dreaming of something bigger than the world she knew. When Loren first started posting videos online, she was only in middle school. She would film content in her bedroom, teach herself editing, and post videos hoping someone would watch. Early photos from this period show someone who was still finding her style and voice. She experimented with different looks, different types of content, and different ways of connecting with the small audience she was building. There was an innocence and excitement in those early days that's rare to see in celebrity culture. Then something unexpected happened. Loren's following started growing rapidly. What started as a fun hobby turned into something much bigger. She went from hundreds of followers to thousands, then hundreds of thousands, and eventually millions. Photos from this growth period show someone who was excited but also overwhelmed. She was still a teenager trying to balance school, friendships, and family while suddenly becoming famous on the internet. What most people don't realize is how much Loren sacrificed during those early years. She's revealed in rare interviews that she missed out on normal teenage experiences because she was constantly creating content, responding to fans, and building her career. Behind-the-scenes photos show her filming videos late into the night, working on weekends, and spending hours engaging with her growing community. While her friends were at parties and school events, Loren was building something that would change her life. As Loren's fame grew, so did the challenges. She became the target of online bullying, jealousy, and constant criticism. People questioned her talent, her authenticity, and her right to be successful. She's been open about how painful that period was and how it affected her mental health. Rare personal photos from this difficult time show moments of vulnerability, times when she felt alone despite having millions of followers. The pressure to constantly be perfect, happy, and engaging was exhausting. One of the untold stories about Loren is her transition from social media star to serious artist. She didn't want to be known only for short videos. She wanted to create real music and be taken seriously as an artist. When she started releasing songs, many people were skeptical, but Loren proved them wrong. Rare studio photos show her working with top producers, writing lyrics, and perfecting her sound. She put in the work to become more than just her follower count. What's rarely discussed is how Loren navigated her personal relationships while growing up in the public eye. Her romantic relationships became entertainment for millions of people, with every detail analyzed and gossiped about. Rare candid photos show moments of genuine happiness with people she dated, but also the strain of having no privacy during vulnerable, formative years. She's learned to be much more protective of her personal life as she's gotten older. Loren has also faced the challenge of evolving while maintaining her fanbase. As she grew up and her interests changed, some fans wanted her to stay exactly the same, but Loren refused to be frozen in time. Recent rare photos show her experimenting with more mature styles, taking creative risks, and embracing who she's becoming rather than who people expect her to be. It's a balance that many child stars struggle with, but Loren has navigated it with grace. If you enjoyed seeing these rare photos and learning the untold story of Loren Gray, make sure to hit that like button. It helps us continue bringing you content that goes deeper than the headlines. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss our next video. There are so many more incredible untold stories coming your way.